Ay, ay, ay. It was us, her and me, VIP. We was vibing, shouting, shaking that ass. Now for real, pussy popping, say she living with me after this. Now we riding, panties get to sliding, head bobbing. I just left the club with another.
Hey, what's going on though? Tell me something good.
Me hat. No, I'm joking. Shit, not even just making money, tatting, doing music, art, anything, everything.
I gotta ask you the boring ass questions first.
Okay, that's cool.
Tell me how you started doing tattoos and started rapping.
Okay, so tattoos, right?
Mm-hmm.
When I was in Germany, I lived in Germany for about 4.5 years. When I was I want to say a junior in high school, I met this lady named Miss Joy, and she was a black female who did tattoos. And I had personally never, I did art all my life, and I knew I wanted to be an artist when I grew up, but I didn't want to be like a starving artist selling portraits and trying to paint people's face and shit on the streets. But I never pictured myself being a tattoo artist either, because I had never seen anybody like me tattooing.
Mm-hmm.
Never seen a black person tat, period. And here's this lady, and she's tatting, and she's dope. She has a little shop in her house. And it just made me think, I put myself in her shoes the day she did my tats. And I was just like, man, I could do this. And she let me know I could, and she was, really motivational. And here I am today.
That was in Mannheim?
That was in Mannheim.
See, you left Mannheim the same time. You came to Mannheim the same time I probably left.
I went there in 06.
06. I left in 03.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. That shit crazy. We lived in the same place and ain't never see each other. Yeah. So you was drawing before you started doing tattoos?
Yeah, I've been an artist all my life. I've been drawing since I was 2. Since I could hold a pencil, I've been drawing. I used to just sit in front of the TV watching cartoons, and I'll have a stack of printing paper or whatever, and then my little crayons or color pencils or whatever I had, because that's what I got every birthday, every Christmas. They knew I liked to draw, so I got art stuff. And I would just sit there and draw, and however many pages I could fill up and try to draw the shit I seen, just to stay out of people's face,
So tell me the first thought you had, from drawing to, you know what, I want to put these pictures on people's body.
It was more so before I even tattooed, people would ask me to draw tattoos for them. And then for some reason, I had thought, because I never seen a black tattoo artist, I thought it was always these white guys with the beards and the crazy tattoos,
Uh-huh.
Bikers
and
the biker type guys. I thought they were just real crew oriented and wasn't gonna let nobody else in the game. You know what I'm saying? But actually, people started hitting me up asking if I could draw pictures for them, and I was thinking, is that a job? Is that a job position itself to draw tattoos for the tattoo artist?
Mm-hmm.
And then it started making me think I should find an artist and ask if I could draw pictures for them.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I always knew I could draw anything, so I figured it would be dope to go on somebody's body. I just didn't know I would be the one doing that.
So tell me how the rapping came into play. From the beginning.
So, from the beginning, it's even crazier. I gotta shout these people out for real now, because they're just such an inspiration to me. But when I was in high school, I used to write poems and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I was about 14 or 15 when I started writing poems, and I knew they were dope, but I was kind of nervous to show other people because I didn't know what they would think about it, or whatever. So one day, my brother, him and his friends used to rap, and they had Fruity Loops and all that stuff on the computer. They used to sit and record themselves and all that stuff. And I thought they were pretty whack at the time, but one day my brother's friend said oh, you said something about Freddie, Jason, that shit was dope. And I thought about it, I was like, damn, I said something about that. And my brother stole my rap book, so I was just damn, my brother was the dopest one, I thought.
Yeah.
But when he stole my shit, that just let me know, damn, I'm pretty good.
Yeah,
somebody like me.
shit.
Yeah. So I started showing my friends that I rap, and they was like, yo, she really dope. Yeah, and then that turned into my first recorded song was with the husband of the lady who got me into tattooing, who is now my manager today.
Tell me your first rap. You remember it? What was the line? The Freddie joint.
Oh, that one I don't remember. What I remember talking about something about his Christmas sweater or some shit. I don't remember that one, but like I remember my first recorded verse because I thought that was like my year. I was like, I'm gonna be put on. I'm dope. Somebody go hear me.
Did you write it, or you just went in there with your bullshit?
No, I wrote it in like 20 minutes, and then I went and I did one. We had one take. And he used to call me One Take Shorty and shit because I did it. You know, I was so ready.
And who's this?
This is Sean. Sean Black.
Where you was living in at the time?
Manheim.
Okay.
Germany.
All right. So tell me the first rap. How did it go?
That shit probably lame as fuck now. Hold on.
That's what's funny.
Because back then I
bet it's not even lame. How old were you? You was real young, ain't it?
I think I was like 15 or 16, and I want to say I named the age in the verse. Hold up, how'd it go? It's like it's like chillin', body full of adrenaline, feeling like I'm a kid again. Well, I am, so let me stop. Not in a rush to grow up, still fiending for fruity soda, snuck up in the club and found myself purchasing lollipops. Nah, I'm joking, that's personality. Niggas can't be mad at me. You doing you, I'm doing me. You screwing hoes, I'm screwing beats. Straighter than a light pole, prettier than white snow. Pockets kinda chubby now, I think they need lipo. Or I suggest a tummy tuck. Niggas think I'm funny, but I'm serious. And in my future diamonds, you can feel the cuts. Wait till I get 23. Jordan gonna be hating me, space jamming facilities that don't even pertain to me. Tay is so immaculate, a prodigy, she's talented. If that's not what you're thinking, then I think that you can't handle it. 5 years from now, I can see myself paid. Same niggas, old Steph, Erica, and Sade. Can't forget my nigga Coy and my silly nigga Tressa. To Mom Duke's Tierra, hope you better. God bless you. That was it.
That shit was, I was about to say,
fire, boy.
That shit
I still have the
bad
same friends.
Yeah, that shit wasn't bad at all. Yeah, I heard the name, since I know Erica.
Yeah.
That's my dog. Shout out Erica, man. I ain't seen her in a minute, too.
Still the ones.
That's my dog. Germany a fun place. I tell people all the time, like, Germany, like, going to another country, it opens you up to different cultures.
Oh, yeah.
So, like, you're able to be around all different type of people.
So I tell people I'm a hybrid. And it's like, I can deal with, like, I can connect with really, really preppy white people, you know what I'm saying, and not be uncomfortable or not make anybody uncomfortable. And I can also relate to niggas like straight from the streets, from the hood, you know what I'm saying. They just like not offended by
and still
me,
be yourself and have people accept you.
Yeah,
yeah, that's the same.
And that's a good balance when it comes to making money, you know what I'm saying.
Because being a tattoo artist, I know you deal with people from all different type backgrounds.
I got Chinese friends that legit run like China taste, you know what I'm saying? Like speak very little English. And it's crazy because like you get to see the shit that they deal with, you know what I'm saying? Like people walk in, they're very disrespectful to them, thinking they don't know English, and you're like, damn, I talk to this man every day.
Exactly.
He knows what they're saying. That's fucked up.
And Chinese people are so fucking smart too.
Yeah, that was like, oh.
I was just talking to my homeboy the other day, like the thing that like Chinese people that just all different people that came into the country, the thing that they just figured out is that go into a lane and just stay there. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So Asian people, they was like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna go to America and we're gonna open up nail salons. Yeah. That's just what they did. That was smart. Yeah. For real. And
they let us fuck now.
Yeah, you damn right. That's something we should have did as black people. We should have just jumped out there and been like, you know what we're gonna monopolize in? We're gonna monopolize in the cannabis industry. Instead of selling weed illegally, when it's legal, we're all gonna tackle it and we're gonna get all the licenses.
Yeah, so if there's dispensaries and all that extra shit, if you're gonna do it legally. Like that's the thing I've evolved into doing. Like everything I've did since I was a kid, I like braiding hair, I like doing music, I like,
I forgot you did hair too.
Art, you know what I'm saying? And when I grew up, I'm like, all right, I want to work in a hair salon. You know what I'm saying? I want to work in a tattoo shop. You know, I want to have my license. I want to, do music and get paid for it. I want to have, copyright everything and own everything. So it's just a matter of being legit,
So everything you do, that's entrepreneurship. When did you first find your entrepreneur spirit? Like, when did you know, like, okay, you know what? I'm an entrepreneur. I'm not someone that just wants to go clock in. I'm someone that wants to chase after revenue.
I always knew And it was anytime I got a job, and I know it's like everybody feels that way, but low-key, everybody can be a boss. They all have that potential, but the shit was so deep within me that I couldn't sleep on it. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't accept a whole different life other than that. You know what I'm saying? Like, waking up, going to Taco Bell, I'm like, who the fuck wants to specialize in tacos? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not for me. Somebody specializes in tacos.
You worked at Taco Bell before?
Man, that was my first job. I worked at Taco Bell. I've worked everywhere.
How long you worked there?
I worked there for about 3 years, I want to say. I worked at Taco Bell. I was a cashier. I've been a janitor. I've been a security guard. I've been a daycare teacher. I've been like every fucking thing you can be. And it's like every job I've been to, I'm like, this is cool. It's not for me. This is cool. It's not for me. Because like waking up every day to go and chase somebody else's dream, that shit just didn't sit well with me when I'm like, who's gonna do my shit? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Who's gonna work on Liberated while I'm at this person's job? And
then as a creative, it gets you in that feel like I'm doing this every day and it's kind of blocking what I got going on in my mind. Like I don't know how you feel about it, but whenever like I'm working a 9 to 5, whatever I'm thinking at that time, it kind of fucks that thought up. Yeah. Like unless I got headphones in or something, I'm listening to music, I can stay in that mode. But if I don't and I'm just like dealing with people and doing things that I'm not doing, it fucks me up completely.
You turn into a machine for somebody else, like for somebody's already thought out, you know, strategized company. Like they're like, hey, you need to do this so they can do this so this can happen so I can get the money at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Exactly. And meanwhile, you're like, I don't want to wake up at this time. I don't want to be here for this long. I got other shit I want to tend to. Man, when I realized they can make their life whatever the fuck they wanted it to be, I did the same with mine. You know what I'm saying? People look at me now and they will legit have a conversation with me straight faced and let me know what I can't do. You can't do all this stuff at the same time. You got to pick one thing and focus on it. You can't, how are you going to pay your bills if you're doing this and you're running the streets and ripping and doing this? And man, I do everything I've been doing and I'm paying my bills doing, and I don't got to answer to no motherfucking body.
So you will, and don't that shit feel so amazing.
Around 12 o'clock if I want, sometimes 1 o'clock, fuck it. And I go to work and I make about $500, $1,000 drawing, doing what I've been doing since I was 2. What I would be doing if I was at somebody's job anyways. You know what I'm saying?
And then you working at somebody's job, you gotta basically answer to them and do what the fuck they want you to do.
Right. I mean, like working at the tattoo shop, like I have a booth rent and stuff, you know what I'm saying? But that's just until I get my own shop, you know, but it's putting me in the position to actually fulfill my
Everything you do takes money though, so
yeah.
It's like, but you know, also another thing about entrepreneurship is like, what people don't understand, like, when they hear that you're an entrepreneur, they're like, oh, you work for yourself, you don't work for nobody, woo. You're always going to work for somebody.
Right.
Yeah, so in entrepreneurship, you work for your customers. Even if you're
working for your landlord, because you got to pay to live where you live.
In entrepreneurship, you work for your customers. You have to do what they want. You ever did someone's tattoo and they was mad?
No.
Never?
Never.
See, I always wanted to ask a tattoo artist that because I don't know if you've seen that show. It's like it's a show about you. You get your best friend to pick your tattoo.
I've seen like little clips of that shit. I don't know why they would even do that. I wouldn't do it. I would be one of the artists to tat. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be like, I ain't letting nobody else pick what's going on me. And they we fell out too. Hell no.
Yeah, I think
I've done tats on people. And I went back and seen them like years later because I'm constantly growing. Like I'm constantly getting better at everything I do. And I'll see somebody's tat from like 5 years ago. I'll be like, that shit is fucked up. And they still sporting it like it's their favorite, you know what I'm saying? But I fix a lot of people's tattoos. And I'll fix them for free. I'll fix them for tips. You know what I'm saying? Just because I don't want that to be under my name anymore. See, I've never done like a bad, it's not like the picture was fucked up. The design was never fucked up. It's always really just like the technique of tattooing. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe my shading could have been a little bit better, but picture was overall nice.
So when you first tried the tat, how did you do it?
I mean, I used grapefruits and oranges and bananas and stuff, and I would like tat on the skin of them because I heard that if you like the lady who got me into tattooing, she was saying like if you bust the skin of it, it's kind of like you're going too deep in the skin. Oh. You know, so it gave you like a realistic effect, you know.
I never heard
And then
that.
It was kind of like the texture of it was kind of gritty, so it gives you a more realistic
Kind of like skin?
Yeah, it's kind of like actual skin versus the fake skin that you can buy online is like this flat rubbery thing, and it's like nobody's skin feels like that. So it's a complete different reaction when you're working, so it's not a good practice if it's not the same.
I never thought about that. So like oranges and stuff, like it had those little holes that's basically pores. Mm-hmm. So that's why you would practice on something like
that. And like, you know how when you peel it or whatever, like that layer is pretty much as thick as the
external skin.
Yeah.
What's the first tattoo you got?
First one I got, this little stupid thing right here.
What is
it? It's a rose that's supposed to be stabbing through my leg, but it's not that realistic.
Where did you get it at?
I was in Germany. Germany changed my life, for real. I cried my eyes out when I went there.
How old were you?
I was 14 when I moved there. And it was the best.
So you got your first tattoo at 14?
Oh, no, I was, I want to say I was about 16 when I got that one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's crazy. I actually like tattoos. I just don't want a tattoo on me. I'm kind of weird about. Yeah, I'm kind of weird about that shit. Like the way I express myself isn't through like pictures on my skin.
Yeah.
But I actually love them. Like I know when I see a tattoo and I'm like, oh, that's a good tattoo. That's amazing. I love that. But for me, I don't know though, cause I went through a phase when I was like 16. And I wanted this. I was really into Chevys, cars, and I wanted the Chevy sign over my chest, and I wanted like an Impala, the deer. I wanted it going through the Chevy sign.
That would be pretty dope.
Yeah, so I wouldn't have regretted that tattoo, but another tattoo I wanted Slim Thuggin on my arms. Now that shit would have been crazy.
Yeah, I make sure I triple ask people if it's a weird idea. You know, I'll ask what it means to them. I'll ask why. You know, like what, like, you know, I'll let them know the possibilities of regretting. You know, and then I'll offer to change it. Yeah, I'm actually doing a cover up on this side right here because I was hard headed when I first started. I did this myself. Mm-hmm. Like that's when I chose my stage or my rap name, this other persona I took on, Phoenixx.
Phoenixx,
yeah, and I was just like, everybody was just like, no, why would you make a rap name? That's stupid. And I was like, fuck it, I'm finally rebelling against people and this shit feels good. Yeah. Now I'm gonna put it on my skin and make it like I gotta commit to it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And honestly, that was the craziest magical shit in the world. But yeah, I put that. So I don't want to cover this side. That part actually.
How'd you come up with Phoenixx though? Like, what's the meaning behind it?
It's a lot. It's a lot. So one day I was legit saying, okay, I want a rap name. And I'm looking up like, okay, let me see some weird, you know, let me look up some female artists. Let me see some really inspirational stuff. And I was scrolling, and you know how like the first few sites is always like some college or some random advertisement on Google or something. Uh-huh. And it just said University of Phoenix. I really like the letter X. It just, because it's so rarely used and there's like a vibration about it that I like. It's like, it makes a statement, you know? Yeah. And it's like, how do you even say it? Is it like X or is it like silent? Or is it like, you know what I'm saying? It's just, it's such a, you know, heavy letter. That's a weird thing to say, but it stuck out to me. And I'm like, I like the word Phoenix itself. And so I type in Phoenixx and this myth pops up because I'm like, I know there's a myth about the Phoenix, so but I never got into it. When I looked it up, it literally broke like my entire life down in a very metaphorical way, and the shit was just so spot on. I was like, yo, I just found my name. Like the shit low key found me. Like, but it was saying like the Phoenix. There's only one that lives at a time. It flies far ahead to the front, scanning the entire landscape in distant space. And then at the end of its lifespan, it has this melodious cry, which is pretty much explaining everything it witnessed while overlooking everything. And me, I'm very, 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 like, almost a scary amount of observant. Like, I pick up shit from everywhere, you know? And then I'm able to, like, I pick it up so well, that's why I'm able to draw it. You know what I'm saying? I can visualize it and recreate it in my mind and shit. And then, like, I think that melodious cry is, like, referring to like my music, and like when I speak, I say shit that's so real, and you know, it's all coming from experience, either my experience or somebody else's story, or you know what I'm saying. And then at the end of its life, they say it burns into ashes and then a new one is recreated from it. The metaphor I took from that is like, my life is like a fucking movie, and everybody knows that. It's really balanced though, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of bad, but it's so good at the same time I can't complain. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So it's like everything that was bad legit built me up for the next good thing, you know? So it's like burning to the ashes, and I don't look at it as a bad thing because it's just a rebirth. You know, it's like something good is about to come from this shit, and that's my whole life. Like,
and that's the birth of Phoenixx.
Yeah.
Normally when you ask somebody the meaning of their name, they just tell you like, shit, that's just my street name.
I'm young, and I'm a thug, so.
Yeah, I'm a thug and I'm young, so I just picked Young Thug. Nah, that's good as fuck. You had a meaning though, cause
I was looking for something deep, but that one found me, and it was even deeper than I expected. You know. Mm-hmm.
Tell the people where you shop at and where they can find your music.
Well, the shop is in Savannah, Georgia. For people who are not here watching, it's in Savannah, Georgia. Skidaway Road, 7010, Suite 4. My music is pretty much on all streaming platforms, iTunes, Google Play, Tidal, anything. Just look up Tay Phoenixx, 2 X's, and that's just to distinct. Don't put 3, that's a whole different, you know what I'm saying? Not joking.
Yeah.
No, but my Instagram is Tay Phoenixx, it's TAY_PHOENIXX, and SoundCloud, Tay Phoenixx. Yeah, that's it. It's Tay Phoenixx.
And make sure y'all go look at her work, man. It's dope. I seen it. I love it. I'm gonna be honest. You're a very creative artist. She's not one of those stick figure tattoo artists.
Oh, stop. I can though if you want stick figures. I got you.
Whatever they want you, just put it on them.
You know what I'm saying?
I already know it. What's up though? You gonna give me a quick freestyle when we finish this interview?
A quick freestyle?
Yeah. Just something quick, like a little 30-second joint.
A little 30-second? I got you.
Alright.
You
want me to start up?
Yeah. Are we recording already?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can do it going good.
I don't even know if I need like an introduction or some shit.
It's up to you. However you want to.
Gotta pick my 4 bars. Okay. Look. Hey Phoenixx. You the best till I get on set. I make you reset. I do this. You trying to play me? Shit, I'm recessed. The kid can play a nigga like V-Tech. My squad got them tools that'll leave your chest out like V-necks. Money make the honey hit the mall and look bad. Whoop bad. Still strapped like bras and book bags. I ain't gonna ask why you look mad. You know you couldn't roast me if I told you I was beef in the cook class. Fresh in every state, ain't bragging, that's just a statement. I could reach the top with one mic and a blank disc. Pastime chilling, getting money, blowing trees, and if your girl swag clean, my shit is OCD. Get your man's a taste when I'm spitting the head bobbing. Have your nigga yelling out yum like Red Robin. Sick as fuck, high enough for you to have to listen up as I break down these bars and spitting up like these Philly blunts. Hotter than the tip of it, bittersweet cinnamon. Flow like oceans, I done breeze Gilligans. I don't fuck with squares, I keep pros on deck. A millionaire, I keep O's on checks. I require no flexing, cause pros don't flex. Show no stress, heart guarded, popo's vest. They say she stay fly like they PAY me to BA live. Bars like Rikers. Let me stop, I'm done.